Hello, Liquid Levy. Today we're going to talk about the news slash data candle setup. You'll be using the one setup for life. We might talk about that after, but I first wanted to just talk about the setup for news. So I'm going to use paper trading just to show you how this works. So let's say this was 8 a.m. and we're just prepping for consumer sentiment or consumer price index, producer price index, some big data coming out. What you can do with these eval accounts, and it allows you to pass them for those of you not using a live account, because I do recommend you to use eval accounts that move to funded accounts to not use a live account until you are well experienced. And so what you do to prepare for a data candle is you check the range, and you're going to be putting bracketed orders. You're going to be putting stop orders on either side, and beyond that, the limit orders. So the stop order is going to get you into the trade, and the limit order is going to take you out when that big wick happens. And you're going to put both of the two, on either side of price in premium and discount. And the assumption is we're going to get a big data candle, right? It'll form wicks, whatever in the time frame, but it's going to go up and down by, many points. And so with this, you can take 30, 40 micros or whatever. You can take a bunch of contracts on the eval. And if you do it right, you can pass that eval in just the one trade. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to take a buy stop and put it above price. And all that is that's the one that when this data candle comes out, it's going to shoot up and activate the trade. So I like to put it just above for now. And then beyond that, you put a sell limit. And that's going to be your TP from the buy stop order. Okay, beneath it'll be a sell stop and then a buy limit. And that is it. Now, again, you would modify the amount of contracts. So here with the minis, you would take a full 10 or 20, minis, full contracts. And if when price comes up, it's going to activate the trade, take you out, then come down, maybe even hits the sell side, activates the trade, takes you out. You may have to manually cancel orders. And if a candle just rips the buy side and then sits there and you've taken profit here and it's kind of just doing its thing, then it's time to cancel these orders down here, and you're done, and that's it. That's how you do a news slash data 8:30 or 10 a.m. eval single trade pass. Beyond that is the trade you would actually take with a funded or a live account, and that's essentially the one setup for life. So it's the A plus setup, this major liquidity sweep, a fair value gap coming up, instantly reacting with a liquidity sweep, in this case, London high buy side premium sweep with the wick, and then coming down and completely inversing the fair value gap of this bullish candle with another fair value gap. However, this fair value gap is now called the IFVG, or the inverse fair value gap. And so that setup is what we're looking for back here on the charts when we get some huge data candle. And what you must have for the data candle one setup for life, OSFL setup to work, is you have to have a wick and price sweep buy sides of significance. So it would have to sweep these equal highs and just go above here. And then a data candle that sweeps sell side significance, which would be all of this and maybe some of this. Keep in mind that a data candle can be 100, 200 points. So it would essentially be like this, relative to how price is now. So that would be a ton of buy side and sell side swept liquidity. And then what you would do is price would then sweep one side with BPR, balanced price range. You'll have to check the other video before this to understand what that is. and then you look for the reversal on one of the sides. So you have the buy side and sell side wick of the data candle. Price forms BPR, takes one out, and then you target the other side, whether it's buy side or sell side wick. That's it. That's one setup for life. We're going to get that tomorrow, July 29th, with the maybe the Jolts job opening at 10, so we can play the data coming out then. Anyway, I'm in a long right now, a long position. Hope this was helpful. The data and news candle, one single eval trade pass. This is Liquid Levy. Have a great day.